I didn't think I was going to be able to make a video this week. Between my job and other projects I've been working on, I knew I wasn't going to have time to make the video I was planning on making, and I couldn't think of any other games I felt like playing. At least, that was until I remembered what has essentially become a tradition on this channel. And that tradition is that whenever I don't know what to play, I will look through the free game section on the Quest store until I find a game that sounds fun enough to make a video on. Oh, nice. Well, it's good to know my pirate has telekinesis. But on this visit to what is essentially virtual Walmart, I came across Sail VR, a game that I actually already played the single-player version of. So I decided to throw caution and my sanity to the wind and play what is essentially VR Sea of Thieves.
I've never eaten ants, but I've eaten dirt.
I've eaten dirt, but not on purpose.
I wonder if I've actually... I know I've eaten dirt, but I never... if I ate intentionally or not. I think I did.
It was on purpose.
Yeah.
When I first opened up the game, I wasn't expecting to have an enjoyable experience. Even though I've been proven wrong almost every time, I always expect multiplayer games to be full of nothing but trolling adults and racist kids. And while there was some of that, I'll elaborate on that later, for the most part, I didn't have to worry about that when I first spawned in, because there was simply no one there. I have to climb up here, it's tradition. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Oh man, that jump scared me so bad. Oh man, I need to get a deep breath. Holy crap. Part of that was probably due to the time of day I was playing. Because of my schedule, I only had one good time to play VR. And because I am a degenerate with sleeping problems, that time was 4:30 in the morning. So if I sound tired, that's because I'm running on about 2.5 hours of sleep. Man, this place looks really familiar. And I can't decide whether it's because, like, they must use the same map, or if it's because everything just kind of always looks the same with this game. Eventually, though, people started to join, and I was proven wrong about multiplayer games yet again, as the first person I talked to who had a mic ended up being super nice, and I actually ended up being part of his crew for most of the time I was playing.
Have you ever rided a galleon before?
No. Yeah, not a fantastic start, but no. It was interesting seeing how different this game is to the single-player version. It's clear that a lot more care went into the multiplayer one. When it comes to stuff like weapons and outfits, there's just so many good options. And that's not even mentioning the amount of customization you can add to your ship. If you want a lightweight galleon that prioritizes boarding over destroying, you can make it. Will it be effective? Probably not, but you can.
You sniped him.
Yeah, I know. That was awesome.
You sniped him.
That was
Cool.
a great shot. I didn't...
Yeah.
No, I had that in me.
Yeah.
Besides racist children, there was actually another reason why I didn't know if I'd like this game. And that's the whole mechanic of having to kill people and steal their stuff. Because if you're bad at the game, it leads to an endless cycle of grinding your way up to the top and then immediately getting killed along with your entire crew by one level 90 in a skiff with one cannon. I wish I was making that up, but ironically, that level 90 was the exact type of person I expected to encounter when I started playing this game. Now, you might be thinking, Link, that guy's not level 90, he's level 1. It says right there beside his name. And technically, you'd be right. However, what I found out from talking to people in-game is that when you get to a high enough level, it's pretty common for people to just restart their account so they can have a fresh start. And that's all well and good. But then I found out that some people reset their accounts just to troll level 1s. Between that knowledge, the fact that these two were trying to start fights, and their very liberal use of the N-word, I deduced that these two were part of the second group. So I did the only reasonable thing and placed a hit on one of them, which backfired almost immediately as they hunted me down and killed me.
What it's like to be inside a slide.
Jeez.
Is this even our ship?
You stole someone's ship without realizing?
I think I did.
That's the most pirate thing I think I've ever heard. Anyway, I truly appreciate everybody who watched this far into the video. I know that it's a bit lower quality than my usual videos, but that makes me appreciate you being here even more. So I truly hope that you'll have a good day, and I will see you next week.